Kia ora, Pisces. This is your reading for the full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus. We're on the 29th today. I'm just shuffling your cards now, Pisces. Thanks for joining me. And if you're coming back, thank you for all your likes and comments and subscribes. It really helps me to keep this channel going. And of course, we are moving through these pretty interesting times. This is looking pretty good for you, Pisces. We always go through and clarify on this channel with a few other decks. I've got a rock, mineral and crystal card here that we shall pull out at the end. You can carry with you during the week. We come out here with the it's pretty strong. It's a pretty strong collection of cards. We've got the Wheel of Fortune. Now, sometimes we're on the top of this Wheel of Fortune. Sometimes we're not. We fall off. We get back on. But it does herald, you know, a new period of time for you. Possibly, by the looks of all the other cards here, possibly a very interesting time. A very pleasant time, Pisces. We have next the Knight of Wands, Fire of Fire, reactionary, fiery force. Is this someone around you in your life? Is it some aspect of yourself that you are discovering or rediscovering? It's certainly, there is no rumination in this card. It's all about activation, action all the way. Can be dramatic, can be a bit of a if it is a person in your life, can be a bit of a drama queen or king. But we see here no rumination, which I think is a great thing. Sometimes mutable signs can be very much about the rumination. So we're getting to grips, maybe, Pisces, with our own Knight of Wands, the fiery knight. We then have the beautiful Star. This is about having really stripped back, naked, nothing to hide. It is an Aquarian card. We're a bridge between the wider consciousness, the wider collective consciousness, the wider cosmos, and our own individuality. We are sort of balanced here in the Star with that. There's a surrender here to that. And a comfort, a healing within that surrender. And we then have the beautiful Sun, all about vitality and remembering to play, to enjoy life, you know. So let's go through and clarify, Pisces. Wheel of Fortune. We're getting another spin of the wheel, and this time we're on top. Why? Because we've got the Six of Wands. Six of Wands is a card of winning. It is a card of victory. We see this homecoming. We see our value reflected back at us in the faces of others, Pisces. It's all about the winning. Is there some... It's winning. It's success. Do we need another card for that? Wheel of Fortune, Six of Wands. Do we? No, we want to talk about the Knight of Wands, right? This knight. Yes. Infusion of life force, vitality. There's some other aspect to this. It is somehow, it is somehow attached to something else. Or is it not? Anyway, stubborn cards today. To clarify that Knight of Wands, impulsive character, Fire of Fire, we've got the Ace. So we've got that capacity because we've been gifted this. The Magician holds this wand. We have the ability and the self responsibility to wield that in that Knight of Wands in a really effective manner, Pisces. Seven of Cups, in a really effective manner. Are we swayed by the illusionary nature of Neptune? That's going to be a strong thing, I think, running through November. Here we have the Seven of Cups, a card of assessment. We're assessing what takes flight, what doesn't, what is a fantasy, what can be a reality. Options, opportunities. It can get confusing. But we have that. We have a lot of options. And we've got the fuel to work with it, to work it. The Star for Pisces, the Star healing. We're looking at what we've got. The ten of discs here. We're looking at the wealth around us in terms of family, friends, all of those things that we value. The Star, which, as I said, speaking of surrendering, nothing to hide, strip back naked, we feel our connection with others. We see also in the 10 of discs that we are at the end of some kind of cycle, and we also see through possibly a different lens than what we have in the past, that we see the values, the loyalties that we were taught. We see how that our interaction with the things that we learnt from our family, how that's played out in our lives. We see all of that quite clearly. So that's interesting. That's pretty intense, Pisces. Can we have one more for that 10 of discs? Discernment, in terms of your memory. We've got two cards here. I'll try and keep this brief. King of Swords, another 6 of Cups. We need to be discerning and quite clear about our memory here, about what we remember. About what we remember. And this, I do feel, is in relation to our family of origin, Pisces. That's another part of it. So was there limitations within that? Were we taught to limit ourselves? All of that sort of stuff. We're rebalancing throughout all of this. We're rebalancing. Lovers. It's a Gemini card. We're talking about the balance of left brain, right brain. It is a card of making commitments, making a choice, honouring one's commitment to the self, actually, with the Lovers here. Or it could be someone coming into your life. But it is about the integration of the aspects of yourself. Integration of those aspects. We have the Knight of Cups, an offering coming through, so it may well be someone that you meet, or it may be someone that surprises you in your family, that is, surprises you with an offering, an emotional offering that you possibly are not used to. 6 of Swords, going to a calmer place, a more conducive place, travelling. Or, in a literal sense, travelling somewhere that's a lot better for you. It's a better garden to grow yourself in, as it were, But metaphorically speaking, just a better place psychologically with that 6. And let's see the sun. The sun. The beautiful sun. The beautiful sun. Pisces. So it's all very interesting. There could be a big some kind of shift going on in your world. It's certainly looking very up. Wheel of Fortune, healing, accepting more fun, or bringing that in, or sharing it out, you know, all of that sort of stuff. We've got 3 cards here. In some ways, a kind of contradictory combination with the 5 of discs, which is an archetype of lack over gain. It is an archetype that we all possess, which is a victim. We choose to stay out. But we also have that combined with the Queen of Pentacles. This benevolent queen at its highest polarity. The lower polarity is a very taking and not a generosity in terms of looking after others, all of that. So it's like we've got this contradictory thing going on, and then the Knight of Swords coming in and saying, come on here, you know, we've got a lot of clarity about what we need to get rid of and what we can keep somehow. So there's a few different narratives going on here, Pisces. But as a mutable fish, I'm sure you can take something from it. Let's get a Brian Froud Pixie and a Fairy. There's 2 different things happening here at once. Sometimes we can be pulled, you know. I mean, you are 2 fishes going in different directions here. We can be pulled in different directions. What I think is great here is that the Pixie and Fairy cards, we get Luminous Doom. This is a necessary process whereby we're letting something pass through us, and actually purely in a physical sense, though it could be an emotional thing, psychological. It could be an emotional, it could be a whole lot of stuff it's passing through us, and as it does, we burp it up. We just sort of burp, burp, to allow it to pass through. So I always look at Luminous Doom as quite a positive card. We need to clean out the bottom of our tank, as it were. And with that, again, solar force, shining the light outward and accepting that light inward. So it's all rather nice. And we've got Moldavite, rock mineral crystal. Moldavite, that's pretty powerful kind of stone, I think, in terms of protective qualities. So we're looking at healing. Yes, healing, and also, of course, healing with the sun, protection, telepathy, and connection. And maybe you're feeling quite strongly those connections with people in your life right now, Pisces. So on that note, hope you got something from this reading. Take good care over the week, and we'll see you next time. Check out any other readings that titles might stand out for you. Okay, so on that note, take care. Ka kite, bye.